The body count continues.
Let's talk about some incest. Why not?
What an opening. It's incest week on The Body Count Continues, guys.
Before any of you get scared away, we're talking about Match and not Evil's Google search history. So
Wow.
please don't leave us.
Not you creating new law for me straight off the bat.
You thinking I did crack in a movie yesterday?
You said you had candy. That could mean multiple things. That's all I'm
At a
saying.
movie theater, when you say you have candy, it usually literally means candy.
I don't know what AMC allows. Was it AMC or was it something else?
It's no,
Alamo
it's,
Draft House.
it's Cineplex, and I was eating fuzzy peaches.
Okay, see, fuzzy peaches, I don't know what that is. That could be code for something. That could be like shrooms.
You don't know what fuzzy peaches are?
No, I don't know if we have them here. We probably do.
I
But I'm
gotta
not
send
like
you
a
some of
candy
those.
connoisseur. Yeah, you should. Send me all the things. Tubi Barbarian, that's what they call this movie. I like this more though, but we'll get to that. Did you want to talk about another movie first?
I was at the movies yesterday.
She was at the movies yesterday doing drugs, guys.
I was not.
She was watching.
I did take an edible or two.
Here we go.
Crack
The
is
House of
whack,
Cards
y'all.
is falling.
Crack is whack. I went to see Send Help yesterday, and I went to see it Thursday too. I went to see it 2 days in a row, and I might go again this weekend because it was that good.
Hell yeah.
And because fuck Melania Trump, I'm going to need everybody to go and see it.
I don't think the Melania documentary is going to provide much competition. It's the other movie that's out now that's probably going to rival it a little bit. Iron Lung, is it?
Iron Lung, yeah.
Which I don't know what that movie's about, but Send Help looks interesting.
I don't know what Iron Lung is about, but yeah, Send Help is interesting. It's a good time. Rachel McAdams' performance is reminiscent of Kathy Bates in Misery.
Okay. So is she like the antagonist, or she's just crazy?
She starts off as a very meek person.
Okay.
She's very weird, like extremely fucking weird. And it's only when they get on this island that she finally feels comfortable asserting her dominance over her boss.
Okay.
And then things kind of turn from there. There's a lot of the classic Sam Raimi twists. The ending has a nice like twist to it that I quite enjoy. Some really good gore.
Okay, I like to hear that.
And yeah, for me, the highlight was how much this movie and Rachel McAdams reminded me of Misery and Annie Wilkes.
Yeah, that's
It's
a good
like Misery
endorsement.
meets Survivor. And I've never seen Rachel McAdams give a performance like this. It was something that I never in a million years would have expected.
She hasn't really done horror. Red Eye over 20 years ago is like the closest, I think. Unless she's done something on television that I don't know about.
If you had asked me who would be best for like a really unhinged Sam Raimi movie, Rachel McAdams would not have been on my radar. And it just ends up being a match made in heaven. It was so perfect. And there's a scene at the end where she goes like absolutely feral.
Okay.
And I couldn't fucking breathe. The entire theater was just on the floor laughing. It was so good.
Okay. It's a pretty good endorsement then.
If you haven't seen it, go and see it. 5 stars. Amazing movie. Funny, gory, tense. Dylan O'Brien is peak bitch boy.
Peak bitch boy.
Well, there's a tonal shift because he starts the movie playing the douchebag. And then when the power dynamics shift, he turns into a bitch boy. Don't you love watching a man lose his power in real time?
Sure, why not?
Because that's what this is.
I think it's out on February the 6th over here, so I don't know, maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I'll go to the cinema to watch that one because it is my birthday month, so I'll probably go.
I feel like these things should just release at the same time all across the world because
Yeah, staggered release dates in this day and age is quite dangerous with the way people just have to spoil a movie, even when it's still in theaters. I'll probably get it spoiled for me by the time it does come out, and I won't watch it. If I do decide to go, I won't watch it until my birthday, so I'll probably get spoiled. But I do look forward to it.
It's twice now that you've mentioned this, so I'll just go ahead and say it because I think you're trying to be subtle. It's Evil's birthday next month, and he likes to pretend like it's not a big deal, but then drops hints like, it's my birthday month twice in 5 minutes.
Sorry,
So
we're
he
not allowed to mention that I have a birthday.
No, you are.
I'm sure it's a big deal for some people, you know? You know, they call it Evil Day.
I'm sure it's a big deal to your girlfriend. Does she make a big deal out of your birthday?
Sometimes. Not really. We'll go for a meal and stuff. I mean, might do other things.
Okay, we get it. You're gonna get laid. That's not what I'm talking about.
One day a year, it happens.
Well, that is horseshit. That is horseshit, sir. You have left me alone in a Discord movie stream to go and have sex.
Stuff comes up sometimes,
Literally.
Okay. I was just talking about how I'll be watching Sen Help. Yeah, around
You
February
mentioned
next
you
year.
mentioned your birthday twice, though. He wants you to know that his birthday is February 18th, but he also doesn't want you to know that he wants you to know, if that makes any
Alright.
fucking sense at all.
That's very succinct.
In other news, one of the greatest horror movies ever made was added to the National Film Registry, which is basically a list of movies that have been found to be culturally or historically significant. John Carpenter's The Thing was added to the list this year. So well deserved.
Now that's a 5-star movie. And as we discussed recently, McCready is fucked because the other guy is The Thing.
I'm going to wait like a week or two, and then I'll start circulating a link so that all of you out there can nominate Friday the 13th for this honor, because somebody explained to me why it is not on that fucking list yet. It is culturally significant. It is historically significant.
It's one of the most influential slashers of all time. That's enough for it to get on there as far as I'm concerned.
I'm going to share the link and bully people into filling it out.
How many years does the movie have to have been around for you to be able to nominate it?
It has to be 10 years old.
Okay, so there's still a chance that Scream 4 gets in.
Dude.
This means also the Blackcoat's daughter is eligible. Okay. You have your agenda, I have mine. Let's both work on it separately.
My movie is older. My movie deserves it more. You will not be campaigning for the
More than
Blackcoat's
Scream
daughter.
4 and Blackcoat's daughter. It's just being crazy.
We can do that later. Right now, we need to be united, towards one goal.
We're going to preserve Pamela Voorhees, much like Jason did. The Thing deserves it, definitely. Is Halloween on there already?
I don't know. I know Texas Chainsaw got added last year.
Yeah, I feel like John Carpenter, he must have more than one movie on there by now. He's the GOAT.
I don't really have the time to go looking through the list right now.
Which would you prefer, Halloween or The Thing? I think I know what you're going to say. But
Oh, God. This is like Sophie's choice because I love both of them so much. I have to give the edge to Halloween.
razor thin margin between these two. Remember when they tried to cancel him for not liking The Substance?
Everybody knows he's a grumpy old dude.
He is, yeah. I love that for him.
I feel like he's been a grumpy old dude since he was like 30. That just seems to be his aura. I don't object to him expressing distaste for a movie. He's earned the right.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Let's
But
talk about Match then.
this week, we're all about the incest. I don't know how we got here, but here we are. We watched Match, which is not, it wasn't our first time watch. We've watched it before.
This was a second time watch for me.
Yeah.
I don't know
for me
if you've
too.
watched it more. No.
It was one of our favorite movies of 2025. And I think we both kind of agreed that it's our favorite Tubi original. Did we not?
We did. Not that there's a lot of heavy competition, but there's a few that I like. This was head and shoulders above them, though.
Well, they came out the gate strong with this one, with the practical effects, the cheesy, stupid, but not over the top dialogue. The story, they did it like in a really cute and funny way.
Yeah.
And then we get a nice little twist at the end. Tubi really went hard with this one. It's disgusting. There are moments that you want to rip your skin off. And aren't those the best horror movies?
Yeah, I mean, I know there's people that disagree with that, but I don't mind a disgusting movie every now and then. And this did a great job of that. Made me laugh a lot. It's just outrageous, some of the shit that's gotten into this movie. It's a fictional movie as well, so like, who cares really? I know some people clutch their pearls over it and hate the movie, but we love it.
When Henry's mom starts to jerk him off, what the fuck am I watching?
What's happening here?
She's beating his meat and telling him he's a good boy.
It is. It's a crazy scene.
This is all kind of started by what is his mother's name?
Lucille.
Lucille. I wonder, is it irony then that he walks around with a baseball bat that looks like Lucille from The Walking Dead?
I would assume that's intentional.
So yeah, basically the entire premise of this movie is Lucille, an old frumpy woman, is catfishing women to lure them to her home so that Henry can marry them, mate with them, breed with them.
Just
She
breed
seems
with
very
him.
obsessed about the breeding part. She wants grandchildren.
Yeah, and time's running out for her because she's sick. Latest target is Paola.
I love the montage at the beginning. She goes on like some really shitty dates.
Yeah, there's a couple of weird incelly men that she goes on dates with.
She goes on a few weird dates. She's got all the dating apps on her phone and because they couldn't afford Tinder or Bumble or Hinge. We have these off-brand dating apps. And then after a few bad dates, she decides to smoke some weed. She's so relatable. And then she just sits on a park bench eating food. Again, relatable. And as she's eating, she gets a dick pic from one of the guys that she's matched with.
Again, relatable.
And she looks so defeated. She just looks like she's had enough. But she's been talking to Henry for a while. He seems like a nice guy. He wants her to come to his house for dinner.
He's good looking too. He cooks.
Isn't that the first thing you need? A picture of a good looking person?
I've never catfished, but it sounds like a good strategy.
Paola wants to go to his house for dinner. He invited her over. He's going to cook. The fact that she doesn't see that as a red flag is one of the dumbest things about her.
Yeah, even though her sister Maria warns her against it and basically says it's a red flag. She's like, nah, he's hot. I want to bang him. I'm going.
Paola and Maria's dad, he's having surgery. But Paola just wants to get laid. Relatable,
I was going to say, is that relatable also?
It is.
Who doesn't want to get laid, really?
I feel like she's dealing with a lot. So yeah, going out and getting railed, like really fucking railed, takes the edge off a bit.
Hey, maybe she just wants a nice meal. I think she's definitely willing to bang Henry, though. Good looking dude, as far as she knows.
This part kills me. She
Okay.
decides to go to his house after a 21-second video chat.
Cuts out.
We learn that he is real, I
Yeah,
guess.
she confirms it's him. And it's all good.
Confirms it's him, runs into some technical difficulties when the app freezes and they're no longer able to video chat. And she
That's
decides
enough.
that's enough.
Yeah.
He's real.
He exists. Might as well go eat his food and, something else maybe.
I love Paola, but she's not
No.
the smartest girl. And yeah, off she goes.
To this big white house. Too white. House is suspiciously white for me.
You know what really throws me?
What throws you?
His mother answers the door. Lucille.
Yeah,
Red
you look
flag.
different to your picture. Yeah, Henry's not around, apparently. So we get this awkward exchange. Well, several awkward exchanges with his mom and Paola around the table.
Mom is very frumpy.
But she just drags
She's
herself
wearing
out
this
of
like
bed.
ratty bathrobe, her dirty fucking unbrushed hair.
She like Paola some wine and she's just coughing into the glass as she goes to pour it. It's gross as hell.
None of this is sexy. Like, if this is how Henry plans to seduce Paola or anybody else for that matter, it's a fail.
Yeah, just leave your gross mom there to answer the door. That'll work. And Paola's not into this whole situation, so she's texting Henry about how his mom's talking a load of shit.
And simultaneously, coincidentally,
Oh,
Lucille's
sure.
phone keeps going off. Every time Paola hits send on a message, and she's still not fucking connecting the dots. Come on, girl.
I think she's connecting them. It's just she's not acting on it.
But she's unbothered because Henry's really good looking. She's down bad.
She's about to be down all right because the wine is drugged. And she does drink this wine as well that his mom's been coughing onto. I wouldn't, but I guess she likes the sauce as well.
Lucille makes a point of telling Paola that Henry is disease-free. I'm dead.
He has a great big heart, she says.
He has a great big cock.
He does. Should have just done like a freaky OnlyFans with him.
I am down bad for Victor Crowley, and Tubi has reheated Victor Crowley's nachos to a certain degree.
Yeah, because the real Henry is not the guy that Paola's been talking to. She wakes up in his room and it's this big, hulking, deformed, drooling man who has a rose for her.
It's Timu Victor Crowley.
He tries to have his bachelor moment and present her with a rose when she wakes up. And she just screams in his face.
Lucille has given Paola to Henry some kind of property exchange. It's weird. After his bachelor moment, he whips it out. Look, if I had a dick that big, I'd put my best foot forward.
Foot, leg. Third leg.
The man is a tripod.
But Paola's not into it, though.
No, she
he does
immediately vomits. That's like the worst reaction. Could you imagine?
Whip my dick out, someone vomits.
There's no build-up. He whips it out, and she just projectile vomits immediately. It works for her. because
Yeah,
he
it's a
ends up
great
slipping in the
strat.
vomit and hitting his head.
And when I first watched this movie with you, I thought that was like him taken out at the beginning, and that the rest of the movie was just going to be her trying to escape against this old woman.
The old woman isn't very spry.
No, she's upstairs in the house now. It's all cordoned off, and there's lots of locked rooms. So I just assumed it was going to be her trying to navigate her way out, which it isn't. Fortunately, the stairs are walled off.
They have an elevator, and then when you get upstairs, the windows are boarded up.
They expect it to be like a subterranean kind of dungeon setup, not the upstairs of a house.
How do you sell a house like that?
And I would assume that the dungeon wasn't there originally.
No.
You mean like after the events of this movie? How's a real estate agent gonna do it?
As a real estate agent, how do you fucking sell that?
But yeah, Henry's KO'd. Paula tries to get the fuck out of there and gets into the hallway, steps in a mousetrap.
She fucks up her foot pretty badly.
Yeah, it's
Something that
quite
you
nasty.
related to.
Yeah, my foot was fucked up for a while there.
You had a janky toenail.
I did. Like, it's okay now. I'm better. It's never quite as janky as her toes are after being hit with a mousetrap, but that and the drugs slows her down. But fortunately, she finds some bandages, and after rinsing off her foot with some brown water,
Mm.
it's probably not gonna help, really. She does bandage it up, and she hides as Henry's mother prepares breakfast. It's just scrambled eggs, right?
Scrambled eggs with a side of emphysema because she coughs all over the plate. Again,
In a way, she's grosser than Henry.
she is grosser than Henry. And this entire house looks like a meth lab. Everything about this house just looks dirty. I would not want to touch anything. I would not want to sit on anything. Like everything about this house just looks dirty. And yeah, she's cooking it.
I mean, she doesn't do a bad job on the breakfast, apart from coughing all over it.
Ultimately, she sees that Paula has escaped and Henry has been hurt. And cue the weirdest fucking scene of this movie.
Where she takes him to the bathroom, dresses his wounds, and then does something else.
She's soothing Henry with a song. And that's when things get really fucking weird, y'all.
What happens?
She jerks him off. She jerks him back to life.
Shows him how to do it. When she first spat on her hand, I was like, there's no way this is about to happen. And then it does happen.
My jaw was on the floor.
It shoots like a really foamy load of cum all over her hand. And
Ugh.
we see her like pulling a tissue out of her pocket or a napkin to wipe it away. And it's just, it's like foam. I mean, if you get a look at Henry, he's got some physical problems. So I guess there's internal issues too.
In the meantime, her sister Maria is very concerned. She can't get in touch with Paula. And finally, when she does get a response from Paula, it's Lucille that's writing back to her. And Maria knows that something is wrong.
So she phones, gets no answer, of course, and we move on.
Well, no,
For
first she
now.
makes a phone call, an ominous phone call. She's like recruiting backup.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's very weird. What does she say? She says, "It's your lucky day. Paula's in trouble."
Time to be the hero.
A bit of an odd thing to say when you're worried about your sister. It's your lucky day. She's in trouble. What?
Whatever helps us summon help, I guess.
Henry and Mama are looking for Paula, and she's hiding in a pile of dead bodies. Because there is no better place to hide.
That's what the thing told us, remember? Man is the
Man
warmest
is the
place to
warmest
hide.
place to hide. Except
There's no men here, though. Just women. They're all very dead.
they're all dead, and I guarantee you that not one of them is warm because they've been dead for a while.
Yeah, they're in different stages of decomposition. One's had their eyes plucked out.
That room must smell fucking abysmal.
Yeah, there's definitely a must in there.
Henry almost walks away, and then Paula gives herself away.
Yeah, because a roach crawls on her and she screams. Like, I don't know about that, Paula. I think you could have like held that scream in. I know roaches are gross, but Henry's a little grosser, and the roach isn't going to try and kill you and rape you.
You know what else is gross? Watching a mother jerk off her son, and she was able to sit there silently.
Yeah, just lock in a bit, Paula.
But the roach was the breaking point for her. And then they end up battling it out.
Yeah, in the hallway, drags her to the
Paula
ground, and he tries to complete his mission for
tries
whipping
to
out his
breed
big
her.
old dick again.
But Paula then makes an iconic move.
Exactly.
She hits his dick with a mousetrap. And this we do get to see.
Yeah, Is this the big dick reveal moment? Where we just see it there with this fucking mousetrap on the end of it. And he's not even opening the mousetrap properly as he takes it off.
He's
He
not.
just like pulls it. So that's just gonna make it
Oh,
worse. And the whole time he's howling, which his mom hears from downstairs.
it's so cringe. I love it.
It was hilarious, I thought.
At this point, Lucille has given up on Paola. She's decided Paola's a lost cause.
So she's catfishing someone else.
She's going to let Henry finish Paola off. And yet she's catfishing. She's being catfished by the
Yeah.
lady that she is catfishing. She finds a really cute girl. Her name is Natalie. She's a little bit on the chubby side, but she's still extremely cute.
Yeah, I think she's good looking.
And all of her photos have her looking.
Thinner than she is.
And Lucille, posing as Henry, instructs Natalie, who's at work, by the way. She's at work. And Lucille instructs her to go to the bathroom and flick her bean. And Natalie obliges.
She's fun. Yeah, she does a great job there. That's the next target.
She's DTF.
She sure is.
Another woman is invited to this house for a first date, and she agrees. All of the women in this movie are profoundly stupid. I'll go to your house for dinner, but we're going to meet in a public place first. And by the way, when I go to your house and your ratty-ass mother opens the door,
You're
I'm not
out.
going in. I'm turning around, I'm walking away.
Take notes, fellas.
The critical thinking is nowhere to be found. This is when we see Henry with his Lucille. Henry has a bat.
Not everything has to be totally original. We're slasher fans. We always believe that.
And the tip of the bat is covered in nails. Maybe in an alternate universe, Henry and Negan are friends.
Maybe.
And Paula finds Eli, the good-looking guy that she video chatted with.
Yeah, so.
Eli's catfish.
He wasn't
Everybody in
AI.
this movie is catfishing.
And he's just as handsome in person, right?
He's a good-looking dude,
Just
for
doesn't have
sure.
feet.
Yeah, his feet have been cut off. He says he was catfished and then kidnapped. Him and Paula have a few cute moments where they're connecting, and then they plan their escape. And at this point, you kind of feel like they're endgame.
Yeah, he's going to be like the hero that she ends up with at the end when they vanquish the villains, but don't quite turn out like that. Two differences.
It's a bit disappointing for me that it doesn't turn out like that. She's helping him into the wheelchair, and then there's a moment of them like sniffing each other or
As you
some
do.
shit, as you do. Just as Maria and her backup arrive at the house, and her backup is Brian. Is Brian Paola's ex?
Yeah, he's her ex, I'm sure.
He doesn't seem to take it too well when he finds out that Paula came over here last night for a date with a guy.
It's Ryan, not Brian, by the way.
Oh, Ryan.
Yeah.
Time to get my hearing checked. All right, Ryan. Well, Maria and Ryan arrive at the house, just as Natalie arrives at the house.
Oh, yeah.
And Maria
Adventures
is sending,
Assemble.
right? Maria is sending text messages to Paula, and she sees Lucille holding Paula's phone, responding.
Yeah.
So she knows she's not talking to her sister.
Something weird's happened. She knows
I have
that.
one very important question.
Ask.
You have a phone in your hand. You're sitting outside this house. You know something is wrong. Why do you not call the police?
Exactly. She could call the police, but instead of calling the police, she just texts Paula's phone to say that she's called the police. Just call the police.
Look, if they had
This
called
is
the police,
weird enough.
we wouldn't have a body count in this movie.
No, we wouldn't.
But it's very stupid. Yeah.
But yeah, they have a plan to get into the house, and they're going to execute that plan. But maybe call the police. I don't know.
Well, apparently they have a
cops are bad,
plan to
but
get into
still.
the house, but the plan is to knock on the door.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
not
works.
it's not a very subversive plan. It's just we're going to walk up the front door and knock. But before they get a chance, Natalie does.
So yeah. It's Natalie's time to shine to impress Lucille.
And Lucille is so fucking unimpressed.
Yeah, she answers the door, like, who are you? I'm Natalie. No, you're not. She is disgusted. She does not like PBWs.
She does not. She's a really cute girl.
Yeah,
Pretty
like I said to you, I wouldn't be mad if she showed up. We got some curves.
And
Yeah.
Lucille is so hostile towards Natalie. And
She's body
Natalie's-
shaming her. She's making little comments, little digs.
Natalie doesn't drink.
So she can't jug her that way.
She doesn't even want water because she's got a nervous bladder. Relatable.
She's already peed a little. It's Natalie that is, not Marianne.
Hey,
Okay, hey.
Lucille is about to knock Natalie out with a syringe filled with God knows what. And that's when Ryan and Maria knock on the door. And
Yeah, but
there's
not before Lucille tells Natalie that her son wouldn't even be able to muster half an erection for her.
that
Like,
was
come on, man.
rude.
Let's let him decide, eh?
Well, that's I like that scene because Natalie and Lucille, they kind of spar back and forth.
Yes, she puts up a fight, like, verbally.
Natalie is fucking giving it right back to her.
She holds her own.
Natalie has a very healthy self-esteem, and I love that.
Also, why are you talking about your son not being able to get half an erection for her when you're already having to dose him with pills? Natalie's not the problem here.
No.
He has to be on Viagra to begin with because his dick don't work properly. Maybe he gets lightheaded. It's pretty big.
I have a raging lady boner for Natalie. I can get fully hard for Natalie, so fuck you, Lucille.
Yeah, I could do it too. Trust. No
Natalie
issues.
is a star. Natalie is the moment, at least for now. It's not a long moment. Spoiler
No,
alert.
it's a brief moment.
Maria and Ryan knock on the door looking for Paula, and they barge into the house
Yeah,
because they
Lucille
don't
tries
believe
to play
anything.
dumb and they
Yeah,
just
they don't believe
push
her.
past her.
And then Lucille tries to attack Maria. Brian has a stick. He just looks like a punk, really. But it's Natalie who saves the day. She knocks out Mama.
Hell yeah, Natalie. What a win.
Natalie KO's Mama.
And then she leaves and lives happily ever after because she don't know these people, right?
Well, not quite. Maria and Ryan tell Natalie that they're not leaving without Paula. And Natalie, for some inexplicable fucking reason, decides that she's going to help. And even Maria and Ryan are confused by this.
Yeah, you don't know them. Get out of here. Call the police or something. That'll help.
But she wants to help. Look, every single one of these dipshits has a cell phone. You don't need to leave to call the police. Just literally pull your phone out of your fucking pocket and dial 911. I would have called the police. Fine. Like putting myself in Natalie's shoes, if I want to help you look for her, fine. But before we take one fucking step, I'm calling the cops. Because we get to a point a few minutes later that Natalie regrets her decision to help.
R.I.P. Natalie. You
Both
deserve
Ryan,
better.
both Ryan and Natalie die. Henry kills Brian. Henry kills Ryan, just smacks him in the face with his bat, pulls the bat off, and rips half of his face off with it. Such a beautiful
Yeah,
scene.
some great VFX here. We love the practical effects in this movie.
For a Tubi movie, impressed with the effects.
Yeah, some gnarly stuff. And it doesn't like rip the face off immediately. He has to like wiggle it. And you see this section of face just being picked off.
It's slow and prolonged,
And
and it makes you uncomfortable, and
the
that's just the
exposed
best.
cheek and eye looks really great after he actually does rip the skin off. It's a great shot. It's one of the things that this movie is really, really good at is the practical stuff. And like, yeah, it's not like totally realistic looking. It's sort of like in the Terrifier kind of range where it just looks cool. And that's enough for us. We're 80s horror fans, so that'll do. Natalie's death's cool as well, which happens
Yeah.
pretty quickly.
Natalie gets her eyes gouged out by Henry, and it doesn't look as fake as you'd think.
No, it's actually pretty well done,
It is. R.I.P. Ryan, R.I.P. Natalie.
especially Natalie. We don't care too much about Ryan. He
Ryan
gave it
just
his
looks
best
like a
shot.
punk.
Yeah, he's kind of a douchey character as well. His
No
jealous
wonder Paola broke
ex-boyfriend.
up with him.
Yeah. Natalie should have lived and they could have gotten together after all these bad experiences with men.
So we're left with Paula and Maria. Maria is unconscious.
Because
Paula's dragging
Paula KO'd her accidentally with a freaking
accidentally.
tray. And Eli's there too, wheeling himself around, trying to direct traffic basically.
And they bump into Henry and they think they're done for, but Henry ends up getting distracted by Maria's ringtone. Ends up answering the phone. It's her dad.
And their dad, who's also blind, so he can't see like what's happening on this video call. He's just like, "Are you okay?"
Paola starts singing to him, and Maria, she's singing as well. And they manage to distract Henry. Maybe it's because of that locket from the beginning, the
Yeah,
jerk scene.
he's like wistfully remembering when his mom jerked him off. Do you think?
Maybe.
Paula does kind of fuck this up by telling her dad all about the man she met. At first, Henry's like, "Oh, she really likes me," but then she gives away that she's talking about Eli because she mentions him also being disabled.
Dad, you'd really like him. He's sweet and he's kind and he's also an amputee. Just a very weird way to describe somebody.
Exactly. And Henry doesn't enjoy this revelation.
Eli is kind of flattered.
Cripples need love too.
Paula and Eli manage to incapacitate Henry with his bat and run away.
Yeah, they bash his hunchback in.
They do. And then they finally make their way back down to the first floor, and Lucille shoots Maria. Not fatally. In his
It's just
shoulder
like
or
gets her in
something.
the shoulder, yeah.
Yeah. And reveals that Eli is also her son. I don't like this.
You prefer him to just be a regular hostage, not be a collaborator, really.
We don't get any backstory on his involvement. His feet have been cut off. When she found him, he was chained in a room. So I feel like he's a victim too.
It's not really overly explained, is it? It's kind of open to interpretation in that sense. I guess calling him a victim's not too bad.
Paula,
But he is a collaborator.
she's disgusted by him upon learning that he is Lucille's son.
Maybe it's the fact that he's impotent as well. Doesn't help, because Lucille tells him that. Well, Eli's about to check out anyway, because is it Paula that pushes his wheelchair towards Lucille or Maria?
It's Maria.
He's done for. Lucille's not happy about this, so she takes out her frustrations on Maria.
Maria gets the upper hand. She needs Paula's help. She's trying to get Paula to hand her the gun. Paula's moving very slowly.
Not very good survival instincts from Paula.
No. And Lucille slashes Maria's throat.
Yeah, she's able to get hold of a broken wine bottle, just slash the throat, and
Another good effect.
yeah, really well done, but tragic death.
Maria's
I
finally dead.
would have been, what do you mean finally dead? I would have been happy with her surviving.
Well, I would have been happy with her surviving too. I just meant.
I like Maria.
No, okay, listen to me. It's not hate. When we
Damn,
watched the movie
you're her biggest
originally,
hater.
shut the fuck up. When we watched the movie originally and Maria gets shot, I thought that was it. I thought that was lights out. So that's what I mean by finally. Maria has been through a lot. I didn't want her to die. When Lucille sees Henry's injuries, she decides to go batshit. She's really pissed off and she takes out her anger on Paula and they start fighting. But it's not for long because Henry has turned on his mother.
Yeah, he's over it.
Finally. He's Team Paula.
He's been through a lot today and he's sick of this shit.
She goes to touch his junk again.
Get off of me.
She's telling him to go and fuck Paula. And she goes to physically remove his dick from his pants. And this is Henry's breaking point. He can't take it anymore. And yeah, some great effects.
Snaps both her wrists.
Lifts her up and slams her head into the ceiling, back down on the ground, throwing fists, kicking her.
He's beat the shit out of this old buzzard.
Just, yeah, this bitch is hamburger meat when it's all over. And as this is happening, Paula starts to limp away. And Lucille utters the iconic line, "Stop her. Fuck her."
Lucille.
Lucille is very invested in where her son puts his dick. It's a little weird.
He doesn't. Like you say, he's Team Paula, and he lets her get away
He lets her get away, beats the shit out of his mother.
and stomps the fuck out of her head. That's her done for.
That's
R.I.P. Lucille. Diane Simpson is so good as Lucille. Best performance in the movie for me.
I agree.
Just nails it.
Even though I'm a big fan of Natalie, Lucille was great. And we then cut to Paula at the hospital with her dad, who's woken up from his procedure. He's had his surgery. Her dad assumes it's her sister. She's calling out Maria's name. She's just sobbing.
Crying.
She's crying, sobbing. And then we're back with her in her apartment where she's deleting all of the dating apps. And
is
just as she's about to delete the last one, she gets a notification that she's matched with someone.
Dun, dun, dun.
What do you think? Do you think she deleted that last dating app?
Probably not, but she should. Have a bit of me time, Paula. Relax for a couple of weeks. I don't know. Don't get straight back into chatting with someone after what's just happened.
So many of them are duds. And then you get that new match and you think, oh, okay, there's hope again. And then you
The
lose
one.
hope again. It's like a whole cycle of like being hopeful, being helpless, feeling helpless, hopeless. Jesus. And you just go round and round and round because dating apps do suck.
Match 25 is dating apps in a nutshell, basically. Occasionally you'll meet a guy with a really big dick, though, so it's not all bad. That's the message of Match.
There's a whole spectrum.
I've never had to do online dating, luckily.
Well, you've been with your girlfriend since forever. I have moments where I download all the apps because I'm like, you know what?
Time to lock in.
I would love to meet somebody, but like I'm not interested in spending time with the wrong person just for the sake of not being alone. Like I'm okay, happy being alone. But then there are moments where it's like, okay, well, it would be nice to not be alone.
Sure. Yeah. It's valid.
It's all right. Let's download them all back. Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, whatever. There's like 4 or 5 of them that I have.
But would you have a waiting period if you went through the same ordeal as Paula?
I would never go through the same ordeal as Paula.
It's hypothetically speaking.
But okay.
If you were dumb enough to go to a guy's house on the first date, meet his mom,
Okay, if
and
I
have all
went
this
through
happen,
Paula's ordeal, I would have more questions for Eli.
Marianne's
And
an Eli fan if you haven't figured it
I'm
out
not
yet.
an Eli fan. I guess after, like, having been through her ordeal, losing her sister, wouldn't it have been nice for her to finish on a pseudo high note? I don't know. Give her the guy. Eli was cute. He was nice.
I guess to push back on that a little bit, like, if Eli survived all this, I don't see how it turns out well for him. He'd be the scapegoat, really, as a collaborator, I think. They're not living happily ever after.
And if he did survive and they did get to be together, he's impotent, so she's never gonna get her shit rocked.
Hey, IVF. Hey, he's got 2 stumps, though. Think about it.
There's more than one way to skin a cat.
That's the
Well,
takeaway.
your dick doesn't
Yeah.
have to work.
Yeah,
There are
he's
other
got
ways
hands.
to get there.
He's got hands.
You've
There's
got hands, you got a
like
tongue.
you can get toys.
Yeah.
Work it out, guys. But he's dead, so they can't really work it out. You want a happy ending.
How happy can it be? She's lost her sister.
You want a ray of light that's not just a notification from a dating app.
Girl deserves a consolation prize. That's all. Can we just put like one thing in the win column for her? Or is that what that notification is supposed to be at the end of the movie when, you've matched? Maybe
Maybe this is the one.
that's the win. It's like, oh, there's still hope. He's still out there. Plenty of fish in the sea, that kind of crap.
Yeah, maybe he's just as well endowed as Henry.
I don't know. I prefer meeting people organically.
Same. That's how I've always met women.
And unfortunately, that's not the way of the world in 2026. So I feel like a bit of a dinosaur. That's why I have these apps. I feel forced because people just don't meet organically anymore.
Imagine my girlfriend dumped me and I had to adjust to all this.
I mean, real life Eli,
Wow.
right?
I can walk now.
You got the stump.
I haven't got a stump. The fuck? I've got a metal rod in my leg. That's it. A few scars.
It's a joke.
I've got
Calm
a
down.
stump. Holy shit. Got a fucking wooden leg down here.
Your leg is not 100%.
It's never gonna be
You're a bit on the short side. You don't do much cooking.
Do cook. I'm cooking this weekend. Look at her roasting me. Are you hearing this guy? She's cooking me right now. The short comment though. Fuck this crippled dwarf. Everyone's small to you. You're like 5 foot shit.
And every single person that I've ever gone out with has been shorter than me. I'm not dissing short guys. I've
Hey,
gone out with short guys.
look at you. Aren't you charitable?
Well, I'm 5'11". If I fucking waited for somebody taller than me, I'd die alone. You can't be picky. Like, you gotta make some concessions. It's not to roast you. It's not to slander you. It's to say these apps, for me, it feels so superficial.
You know, if we ever met in person, you'd see the thinning hair on the top of my head at all times.
Oh, God.
I was at the shop a few weeks ago, and they do this thing now where like there's a camera mounted above the checkouts, and sometimes when it doesn't scan the items properly, it'll show like an aerial view of yourself. So like I was looking,
And
I
you
was
saw
looking
your
at this-
balding head
I
on the
was looking
camera
at
at
the
the cash?
screen. Yeah, like a few weeks ago, I was looking at the screen. I just saw my own thinning hair staring back at me. I was like, "Oh, rude! Fuck you, store." I won't name them because I go there every day. How many insecure men would like say no to you just because you're tall? See,
The height has
there'll
not
be a
been
few.
the height has not been an issue for me.
It's the violence.
People have all these deal breakers, and I think that most are things that don't matter in the long run. I don't give a shit if you're losing your hair. I don't give a shit if you're short. Let's talk about how you're going to treat me. Can we start there?
Yeah.
And that's why I hate dating apps. The concept of like swiping left and swiping right. The first thing you're doing is you're judging somebody off of their looks. Yeah, online dating really fucking sucks.
What do you rate this movie?
5 stars.
5 stars for you. Hell yeah.
Best
You
to
really
be
loved it.
original.
Absolutely. I agree. 4 stars for me. You know, I've got to rate
You're
lower
broken
than you
inside,
on
I
most
know.
movies, but
It's okay.
I loved it. It gets a lot of negative comparisons to Barbarian, but I'm in that select group that doesn't really like Barbarian, but loved this.
Ooh,
It's kind of
controversy.
a sleazier, trashier take, but I liked it.
Uh,
Barbarian kind of left me cold, especially the first act.
the first act of Barbarian drags on. I am not okay. I'm not pro Barbarian. I'm not anti Barbarian.
Yeah, for me it's mid. It's
I'm
2.5 stars.
I didn't hate it. I don't feel the need to rewatch it. It's just okay. But
Zach Gregor's not for me.
as for this movie being referred to as some ripoff of Barbarian, there's parallels.
Yeah, it's an oversimplification for sure.
There's not the same level of shock value in Barbarian. Match is just insane. Because how the fuck do you come up with this?
Or whatever they did, I'm glad they did.
The best to be original. Some people tell me that I need to check out Low Lives. Have you seen that one?
I haven't, but like you, I've seen people mention it as one of the better ones. We should give it a shot, find out.
I want to check that one out.
Yeah, maybe we should do like watch that movie and revisit this, like we did with Frankenstein.
And you know what else? Despite Paula's stupidity, I like her as a final girl. She's tough.
Yeah, yeah,
She fights. She's
resourceful.
resourceful, despite exhibiting, some very questionable behavior.
And I did enjoy the acting in this movie as well. It's way above par for your average Tubi original. Like, it's not Oscar-winning stuff, obviously, but
Yeah.
I like the characters, I like the performances.
Yeah. The characters, the performances, the effects, the writing, cheesy at times, but not bad cheesy, entertaining cheesy. My only complaint, I would have liked Eli to survive. I would have loved for Paula to wheel him off into the sunset.
Can see it now. We recommend.
We do recommend. Don't sleep on Tubi originals.
Yeah, give them a shot. I know they're a bit of a meme sometimes, but
We also
trying.
recommend the iconic
Iconic.
Titanic 666.
That was a fun one. Not so sure I'd call that one a good movie, but it was fun.
It was so fun. You know what I don't recommend?
The original Titanic.
Captive with your girl.
Scout Taylor Compton.
Yeah.
She did like 4 or 5 Tubi originals in the space of a year.
She was a Tubi original princess for a while there.
Yeah, I don't know if she's still doing it, but like it
She
seemed
stepped
like
behind the camera, actually. She's directing now.
Oh yeah, is she also directing for Tubi?
I don't know if it's for Tubi, and I don't even know the exact titles, but she's
Is it the one
directing
with
now.
Danielle
And
Harris?
sorry,
Is it the one with Danielle Harris?
I think there's one with Danielle Harris. She's got a few projects coming up. I feel like, and ultimately, I think that's the reason that she and Danielle Harris ended their podcast. There were people that tried to make it about some kind of argument or conflict. Scout Taylor Compton just pivoted to directing.
Yeah, I mean, if you get a directing job, you're obviously going to kick me to the curb. It
I'm
happens.
not kicking you to the curb. You know too much.
Oh
So
yeah, you know too much too. Like
there's no kicking you to the curb.
we're stuck with each other. We're like this Chinese finger trap now. We can't get away.
It's kind of beautiful.
One exposes the other.
We have this lovely Stockholm Syndrome foundation to our friendship.
Make it sound so lovely.
But isn't it lovely?
It's all right.
Wow. Maybe I will kick you to the curb.
Whoa, now hiring. Fucking hell.
That's 5 stars for Match for me, 4 stars for you because your heart is broken. I absolutely fucking will.
2 thumbs up. Oh wait, we're not allowed to do that.
We're not doing that because
Okay.
fuck Gene Siskel and fuck Roger Ebert. It took me a minute. I couldn't think of his name. As always, we thank you guys for listening, and if you're so inclined, please hit like, share, or subscribe, and subscribe, not or.
Maybe do all 3, yeah.
My brain function is circling the drain right now. I'm rubbing 2 brain cells together.
What else is new?
It's Saturday. I haven't eaten yet. It was a late night last night.
Me neither.
I always feel kind of weird after the movies because I go to the movies and I eat junk. I have a hangover. I was overstimulated last night.
It's like a sugar hangover or something.
Yeah, sugar hangover. On that note, we'll see you next Tuesday.